As promised, today we are back again with another review of Honda's CB350 Highness. Today we'll be talking about the vibrations in the bike, we'll be talking about the suspension, and we'll be talking about a lot of other things, the queries that we received from the YouTube viewers. We'll be answering all of them.
Before we begin, in case you missed out on part 1 of this video, the link is down in the description.
Friends, there has been a lot of talk about the vibrations, how those vibrations have been controlled by Honda engineers in CB350. So today we'll be doing an acid test for vibrations. That is a glass of water fully filled up to the brim, and then we'll start the engine and we'll see if it spills out. So here I have the glass of water. I'm going to fill it up to the brim. So this is up to the brim. Let me overfill it a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to start the engine. There you go. Filled lighter right up to the brim, and you can see the waves forming on top of the water. Let's give it a little bit of a acceleration and make it more difficult. So not a drop spilled. That's really good.
So now here is a quick preview of the controls on the Honda Highness CB350. So starting from the left, we have a generous grip bar and a clutch. Over here is the light switch. This is the low beam, the high beam, and it also acts as a dipper for passing vehicles. Over here are the navigation controls for the instrument cluster up there. The up switch, the down switch, enter and back. Using these we can control the instrument cluster as well as our phone, which is connected via Bluetooth to the bike. The standard bike horn, the left and the right and the left indicator switches. Over here, as you can see, is the instrument cluster, and this is the small display, LCD display on the bike. The start switch key, a nice flat surface with Honda badging on it, and of course the Mata ki chunni. Coming over here, this is the engine kill switch and the engine start switch. First in segment it's combined, so we don't have a separate engine start switch. And over here is the hazard light along with the brake and two nice and generous chrome rear view mirrors. One more thing, starting this bike we don't actually need to hold on to the clutch. Just go to over there, switch on the battery, and voila, the bike starts. Same way we can just switch off the bike. So I wanted to share a clip of how the instrument cluster looks at night. So here is a small clip. This is how the instrument cluster is lit up. The needle is lit along with all the speedometer readings, and then we have a small panel over here which also displays the gear, the timing, the total distance we've covered, and other features like trips, trip B, real-time fuel economy, averages, range, and all that. Once we switch on the engine, we can also find other features over here like the side stand indicator and the ABS switch on. The battery voltage is also changed, and you can also find the range on this bike now, which is 349 kilometers left on this fuel, which is nearly a fuel tank, so it gives us easily a fuel range of more than 350 kilometers. One more thing I would like to point out on this bike is that all these switches you see over here, I'm pretty sure you're not able to see them. Yes, they are not backlit on this bike. It might be a bit of concern for some people since cheaper bikes than these like the Pulsar 220 gets all of these backlit, whereas in this bike they are not, they're just normal plastic switches and you actually have to see them in order to control them if you're not very used to these. Now, talking about the headlight of the bike, the Highness comes fitted with a LED headlight. Here is a sample of the range.
This is high beam. This is low beam. This is high beam.
The suspension on this bike seems well adjusted and the pillion is also seated comfortably. Though we did not get a chance to tour on this bike, the bike seems that it can comfortably handle all the rough patches and potholes around the city well. All the pillion riders also seem very happy with the performance and amount of comfort it offers.
Hi, now I'll introduce you to a unique feature of Honda CB350 Highness. That is a kill switch on the side stand of the bike. It works like this. If the engine is on and it is in a gear, and if somebody lowers the side stand, the engine will stop. I'll just demonstrate that to you. Now I'm starting the bike now in the neutral, and as you can see, the bike is on and the side stand is engaged, and the side stand is here, as you can see that right side. Now if I try to engage the first gear, as soon as I engage the first gear, the bike will stop. So the bike has stopped. We'll try this again by showing you it on the display. So we start the bike again. Now stay there and keep an eye on this and this. See, if I remove the side stand, now if I put it in gear, the bike won't stop. This is the first gear, the bike is in first gear, the bike doesn't stop. Okay. Now we come back to neutral and I engage the side stand. Side stand is engaged, you can see the indicator, and now if I engage the first gear, the bike will immediately stop. So that's the feature. It's a very good safety feature that Honda has built in, and probably this is the first one in this segment of bikes.
Well, a lot of our viewers were confused due to the missing kickstarter on this bike. Yes, the CB350 misses on a kickstarter as to what they'll do in case there is a battery failure on this bike. So in order to jumpstart the vehicle, we tested and found out two ways. First is the mechanical jumpstart, in which you need a separate cast battery, jumper wires, connect them to your battery and then it'll jump. Another way which we found to quickly jumpstart your vehicle is just switch the key to on, put your bike in second gear, ask at least you'll need two people with this heavier bike to push it. Once you gain some speed like a 20 kmph, just release your clutch and your bike will jump start to second gear in like first or second attempt, and you can easily ride off with your bike and just go to a service center and get your battery repaired. So that's about it. Now let's talk about the models. Honda offers the bike in two variants, the DLX and the DLX Pro. The one which you see in these videos is the Pro model. The difference between both of them is just the color scheme, presence of dual horns and the Bluetooth connectivity. While the DLX is offered in a single tone color scheme offering metallic red, metallic Marshall green and pearl Nightstar black, the DLX Pro is offered in dual tone color scheme, all three of which you can see on your screen. The one which we have is the matte black with matte grey variant. In both the variants, Honda gives you the option of choosing between a tan or a black seat. As for booking, Honda is selling the Highness 350 exclusively at Honda's Big Wing showrooms, its premium bike dealership. Though this hugely improves your buying experience of the bike, it also makes the bike's availability limited around the country. Even so, there is a waiting period of 3 to 4 weeks at the time of recording this video. Naturally, after all, it's such a wonderful package. And that is about it for this video. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more content. The center, as you can see, is